Good morning all of you. So last topic of marketing chapter I'll have to do today, that is functions of marketing. So in my last video I have explained you people that functions of marketing are actually classified into three categories. If you open your book page number 312, so you have to underline from marketing functions may be classified into three broad categories. Okay, then first one is exchange function. Okay, exchange function means something which is transfer of ownership. Transfer of ownership. When the product is produced and that product is being owned by the producer. And the product which is produced by the producer, so that's why he is the owner of that product, and when it is transferred to the final user, to the consumer, then who become the owner of that product? Consumer. Okay, so the first function of marketing is exchange function, and it is exchange of what? Exchange of, or which is also called exchange function, is actually concerned with the transfer of ownership right of product from producer to the consumer. Second point, second function, physical function. Now physical function involve physical distribution of product and services. Okay, means we will see you can see we will see the characteristics of the product. That is the physical function, because it discusses the physical distribution of product and services. Third one, facilitating and auxiliary function, which assists the process of exchange and distribution. Okay, so facilitating and auxiliary is you can say is one of the most important function among the three, because this function only make it sure that the process of exchange and distribution can run smoothly. Is it clear? So marketing functions are classified into three categories. First one, exchange function, which is concerned with the transfer of ownership. Second one, physical functions, which is concerned with the physical distribution of product and services. Third one, facilitating an auxiliary function, which actually help in the smooth smooth functioning of exchange and distribution. Is it clear? So first we have classified into three categories. Now let me start with the first function, that is buying and assembling. That is the first function. Each function is little long because each function has its own function. So all of you just see in the book and then only. So first you people have underlined this, that marketing function may be classified into three categories, and then all the three categories you people have to write. And then now let us start with the first function, that is buying and assembling. See all of you in the book. Buying is the first step in the process of marketing. Buying means the procurement of raw material, component and finished product. Okay, so buying means it is the first step of marketing. मतलब यहाँ पे बाइंग कंज्यूमर परचेज नहीं कर रहा है, मार्केटिंग का जो पहला स्टेप होता है वो बाइंग होता है. और कौन परचेज कर रहा है? हु इज बाइंग हियर? द प्रोड्यूसर. The commodity which he has to produce, the final product which he has to produce, need raw material, need semi-finished goods, need machines, need the labor. So for producing that finished product, the producer is buying the factors of production which we study in economics. Those factors of production which the producer is buying, we are concerned here with the process which is called buying. So buying is the first step in the process of marketing. Buying means procurement, means purchasing of raw material, okay, components and finished product. Efficient and economical buying is essential for success in marketing. Obviously efficient and economical matlab ki if a organization is buying raw material or component or finished product, okay, if he is able to get a good quality of these factors, then you can say that these factors are efficient. So efficient and economical buying will help in the proper functioning of marketing. Further, goods well bought are half sold. Buying involves several activities such as determination of need, selecting the sources of supply, ascertaining the suitability of good, negotiating the terms of purpose, and arranging for the transfer of ownership. Is it clear? Now, buying has several activities. So all those activities, this full paragraph you people have to learn, because this first paragraph discuss the first function of marketing, and only one part of the first function, that is called buying. So what is buying? Buying is the first step involved in the process of marketing, and buying means the procurement of raw material, component and finished product till here, and then the last three lines till here, till finished product. One more line, that is efficient and economical buying is essential for the success in marketing. This is the most important line, children, till here. And then you people have to write, buying involves several activities such as determination of needs, selecting the sources of supply, ascertaining the suitability of goods, negotiating the terms of purchase, and arranging for the transfer of ownership. These are the various activities of buying. After that, because it is not only buying, it is also assembling, okay. Then after that, so first paragraph I told you how much you people have to underline. Now see the second paragraph. Goods, don't underline, just see to it. Goods may be purchased through various modes. Purchase through inspection implies personal examination of the whole lot of goods at the seller's place. This is an expensive and time-consuming method of buying. Okay. So try to understand. Now there is a discussion going on that if the goods which are being purchased by the organization, there are various ways and the method which is being adopted to purchase the goods. The first method is purchase through inspection. Okay, so if buying is done through the method which is called purchase through inspection, that it means that a personal examination of the whole lot of the good is being done by the purchaser at the seller's place. Is it clear? Whatever raw material, whatever component, whatever finished product are being purchased are being personally checked by the buyer at the seller's place, which is called purchase through inspection. Okay, so goods are purchased through various modes, through various methods. What is the first one? Purchase through inspection. Under purchase through inspection, a personal examination of the whole product is being done by the buyer at the seller's place. What is the most important disadvantage of the first mode of buying, which is called purchase through inspection, is that this is expensive and time consuming. Obviously, because the purchaser need to reach personally to the seller's place and to look after the good by himself, and then he will take. So it will be obviously expensive and it will be time consuming. Then second one, purchase by sample. So under this, what the buyer will do, buyer will just tell the seller to send some of the samples of the product, and then he will just examine those samples, and one of the sample he will select and he will purchase that. That is called the second mode of buying, which is called purchase by sample. Now see all of you. Purchase by sample, the buyer examine a specimen of goods on the assumption that the sample represents the characteristics of the entire lot. This is convenient and economical method of buying, because we have done the one of the way with the help of which the marketing become successful is only if buying is efficient and economical, and through which mode buying become efficient and economical, which is called purchase by sample. All right, then third one, purchase by description, refers to the buying of goods through after reading the catalog or price list which contains the description of the product. Whenever you buy any product, in the packet of that product, every description about like what are the chemical things are being used, what are the product are being used to produce that particular commodity, is complete information is given in the packet of that product. Okay, so when the buyer is buying the raw material or components or finished product by the description which is mentioned on that packet, then it is called purchase by description. Now see, purchase by description refers to buying of goods after reading the catalog or price list which contains a description of the goods. This method is most convenient and economical. It is used in buying goods from abroad. Purchase by description facilitate mail order buying, like we do, whatever through email, through whatever internet way we are buying. Then what we are doing, we are just going through the descriptions which is given about the product. Similar thing has been done here. Okay, then so we have done purchase through inspection, we have done purchase through sample, we have done purchase through description, under buying. Then the last one, which is called purchase by grade, now is popular in case of standardized and graded product. Obviously we just see the grade. Okay, like for example, for agricultural product, egg mark is there. So if egg mark we see, then we say, okay, this is of good quality. We don't give a second thought and we buy that. So similar thing is done in this process of buying also. They will just see the grade and they will decide that, okay, if this particular grade is there, means this particular stuff is of good standard, it is of standard, then they buy that. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So under buying, I told you what is buying and what are the various modes of buying. So we have discussed 4 different modes of buying, children. Okay. Now when you do the marketing function, you see this chart which is given in page number 313. Marketing function classified into 3 categories. First category is function of exchange, and function of exchange include 2 functions. First is buying and assembling, second is selling and distribution. So first one I am doing a discussion, means the function of the first category of the function of marketing. What is the first category of the function of marketing? Exchange, means function of exchange. And I told you which is concerned with the transfer of ownership. Is it clear? So that we have discussed. And function of exchange has 2 functions. What are the 2 functions? Buying and assembling, and selling and distribution. So I am doing a discussion of buying and assembling. Okay, now see under the buying part, assembling is different from buying. It begins after the goods have been purchased. Okay, अब मैंने बोला कि उन्होंने सारी चीज़ों को खरीद लिया, उन्होंने रॉ मटेरियल खरीद लिया, उन्होंने कंपोनेंट खरीद लिए, उन्होंने फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट खरीद लिया, तो अब उसको वो सारी चीज़ों को इकट्ठा करेंगे, उसी को बोलते हैं असेंबलिंग. नाउ सी, और असेंबलिंग बाइंग से अलग होती है क्योंकि असेंबलिंग जो है बाइंग प्रोसेस के बाद शुरू होती है. Assembling is different from buying. It begins after the goods have been purchased. It involves collection of goods already purchased from different sources at one common place. This is the meaning of assembling. So underline, it involves collection of goods already purchased from different sources at one common place. Assembling is essential in case of agricultural commodity which are produced by smaller farmers at scattered places. Is it clear? Now, so we have completed the first function of first category of the functions of marketing, which is called functions of exchange. Under functions of exchange, first function we have done buying and assembling. For buying, I told you how much people have to write in the first paragraph, and you people have to learn all the 4 different various modes of buying, which is called buying, purchase through inspection, purchase by sample, purchase by description, purchase by grade. These are the 4. Then what is assembling? Assembling is different from buying because assembling actually start after the goods are being purchased. What do you mean by assembling? Assembling involves collection of goods already purchased from different sources at one common place. Is it clear? And assembling is adopted mostly of the agricultural goods, because agricultural goods are being purchased from the farmers, and farmers are not at one place, they are at the scattered, means they are at the different places. Is it clear to all of you? And assembling advantages are given here, like assembling reduce the cost of transportation and handling. Second, it permit large scale selling, only till here. It reduce the cost of storage and warehousing. It facilitate financing on a large scale. It widens the market and enable producer to secure higher price. Then it facilitates standardization and grading, and it regulates supplies over a period as trader can adjust supplies. Is it clear to all of you? These are the advantage of the first function of the first category of the functions of marketing, which is called functions of exchange. Now see the second one, that is selling and distribution. Now what is selling? Selling is the heart of marketing, because marketing is actually, what is marketing? Marketing actually help in the success of the production, and it converts the production into consumption. And when production is converted into consumption, then it gives consumer satisfaction and producer profit. Is it clear? And what actually help in this process of marketing is one of the most important part of marketing, which is called selling. So that is why selling is called the heart of marketing. Okay, now see all of you. Selling is the heart of marketing. Nothing happens until somebody sells something. Okay, this is not needed. You just write selling is the heart of marketing. Then the purpose of all marketing activities, underline, is to sell goods or services. That is what? Whatever marketing activities are being done, the only one purpose is to sell the goods and services. Then selling enables a firm to satisfy the needs of the consumer, I said, and thereby achieve its objective of earning profit. दो ऑब्जेक्टिव पूरी होती है सेलिंग से. एक ऑब्जेक्टिव सेलिंग फर्म को हेल्प करता है टू सेटिस्फाई द नीड्स ऑफ द कंज्यूमर, एंड ऑल्सो इट हेल्प द फर्म टू अचीव इट्स ऑब्जेक्टिव. एंड व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द फर्म? दैट आफ्टर सेलिंग द गुड टू द कंज्यूमर, आफ्टर सेटिस्फाइंग द कंज्यूमर, टू गेट द मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट फर्दर. Selling is the process of finding the customer, creating demand, and transferring the goods for value or money. In order to sell its product, a business firm has to perform several functions. Like, now how they sell. Like for example, I told you buying has several activities. Buying is being done by several methods. Purchase through inspection, purchase through sampling, purchase through description, purchase through grading. Similarly, selling is also done by several activities. What are those activities? See, informing the buyer and persuading them to buy, for creating demand and increasing sale. The firm makes use of advertising also. Then salesmanship and sales promotion are the various kinds of the activity which are included under selling. Okay, till here. Then after selling, okay, you have next is distribution. See the next paragraph. Due to severe competition and mass production, selling has become very difficult task. Effective selling requires careful planning and control of marketing activities. A businessman must be in continuous touch with the customer and dealer and the strategy of competitors so as to design an effective selling program. This whole paragraph is very important. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So we have completed the first category of function of marketing. What is the first category? Function of exchange. It has two functions, buying and assembling, and selling and distribution. Okay, in the second video, because video is getting long, okay, in the second video I will explain you the second function of marketing, which is physical functions. Okay, functions of physical supply, that I am going to discuss. Okay, thank you children.